Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
She is at the home of the same gentleman.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to love me.
Oh my gosh.
What you doing here?
Working.
Got some papers here to serve you, ma'am.
Are you puta? Prostituta? I'd like to know what is this.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. He met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. We got eyes on the suspect.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me!
Man, get the camera out my face!
Get away from me! I swear to God, I'll jump! This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember,
I got it on camera. I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning in to Cheaters. Please meet Bob Dhaliwal, a quiet man concerned with his wife's recent distance. Filled with constant suspicions, Bob enlists cheaters to execute a thorough investigation.
Bob Dhaliwal, age 45, a machinist worried that his wife throws aside their marriage vows for another man.
In November 2001, and they moved with me in my house. So we started living together as a boyfriend, girlfriend, and tried to bring the one family together. And kids like each other, so we started living together. Well, only thing that she tells me, I want to spend time with my aunt. Because my aunt, she feels lonely. 3 months ago, her husband passed away, and she's not feeling too good, so that's why most of the time I want to spend the time with my aunt. That's why she told me she's staying with her in the apartment. One night she came to their house around 8 o'clock. We ate a dinner together. Then we went to the bed. She lay down in the bed for 10 minutes, get up and go in the living room. On the phone, 5 minutes in the phone, come back again. 5 minutes to stay in the bed, go back again in the kids' room. Stay on the phone for 15, 20 minutes, come back again. It tells me there is something definitely going on. I feel lonely, so take care of the dogs, even she's not, comes in the house. Even if she comes very late, after midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's not a marriage relation. The day I got married for her. So she stood with me all the time, through my life. Good days, bad days, whatever. But it hurts me. And she's staying out somewhere, not telling me the truth, where she goes, what she's doing. Whose house is she staying?
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Suspect's identity withheld, age 40. A fortune teller accused of using her sight beyond sight to seek out other action. Investigation day 5. Setting up a perimeter outside the suspect's workplace, Cheaters detectives wait for the suspect to surface. As the night wanes on, gumshoes dutifully wait to catch a glimpse of their mark. Cloaked by darkness, detectives using night vision cameras watch the suspect get into her car and speed out of the parking lot. After a brief pursuit, Bob's wife arrives at an unknown location. The suspect, whose identity remains withheld, exits her vehicle and heads inside the mysterious residence. agents on duty call headquarters to see if they can dig up a little dirt on the strange address. About 3 hours later, Bob's wife emerges, gets into her truck, and heads home. Field operatives proceed back to the base with more questions than answers. Investigation Day 7. Field agents, after receiving orders from headquarters, assemble outside the suspect's workplace. Several hours into their watch, field operatives, keeping a discreet distance, spy the suspect speaking with an unknown male. After the couple finishes their conversation, the suspect's companion hops into his minivan and heads out. Upon running the companion's license plate and cross-referencing it with the address from the previous evening, researchers confirm that the suspect's companion owns the residence from prior surveillance. Moments later, the suspect's aunt emerges, and she and the suspect depart. Agents tail their truck a short distance. The suspect and her aunt arrive at what appears to be her aunt's apartment, where the suspect helps her inside. A short time later, Bob's wife emerges from her aunt's apartment and drives away. Detectives track the suspect down suburban streets, tailing the suspect to the residence from prior surveillance. After noticing the suspect's car in the driveway, agents watch the companion, whose identity remains withheld, play with his children. As night falls, operatives spy the suspect chatting with her companion and his children in the garage. The following morning, the suspect and her companion reemerge and finally part company. Investigation Day 11. Cheaters detectives once again convene outside the suspect's place of employment. After several hours on watch, field operatives spot the suspect as she peels out in her truck. Cheaters agents follow the suspect once again to the companion's residence. Bob's wife gathers her things and heads inside. A few hours later, the suspect emerges with her companion. The couple share a hug and kiss, and the suspect departs. As the suspect rolls down the driveway, her companion stops her, noticing she has a flat. The companion's neighbor arrives to take a look, and the two agree that the tire is indeed ruined. The suspect's tire isn't all that's blowing hot air, as verified by this disingenuous discussion with her husband, Bob.
What you doing?
I'm looking for the tobacco to deposit some money.
Oh, okay.
I just come here from the store.
Today the November 9th, right?
Thanks.
Oh boy, the month's going so fast.
I know.
So how's everything?
¿Todo bien, viejito, contigo?
Yeah, todo bien. How's Aunt?
Bien.
That's good.
She's feeling better.
Feeling better?
Sí.
Oh, okay. Okay, mi amor. I love you.
Yo también a ti. Mucho cuidado.
Okay, bye.
Finally, the suspect's companion lends his lady the minivan, and she gets on her merry way. With more than enough evidence to prove Bob's suspicions, agents return to base. Coming up, the confrontation.
With the suspect's misplaced devotion now confirmed, Cheaters advises Bob of her inappropriate conduct. Eager to subdue his anxiety, Bob prays for the best while anticipating the worst. Bob, thank you for being here this afternoon.
Well,
After 5 years of being in a relationship, I know you've been married almost about one.
1 year.
But you've known her for 5 years.
5 years.
What have you done to keep this marriage intact?
I've done a lot of things for this family. Every time any birthday, any celebration comes up, always, I open up my heart for this family.
I know you've waited quite some time for the information that our detectives have been able to put together. Are you ready to see that now?
Yes.
As our investigation started, our detective was right outside your wife's place of business. We were able to capture her as she left the parking lot and was followed until she arrived at a residence that at the time was unidentified. Excuse me 1 second, Bob.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll load up right now. Bob, we need to load up right
Yes.
now. We need to move quickly. We'll finish this up in the vans, okay? I need you to come with me.
Let's go.
Bob, I'm sorry we had to interrupt you, but time is of the essence
No,
right
no
now. I'm
problem.
sure you understand. On this day, Our detective was again outside your wife's place of business. She is then followed until she arrives at the unknown residence we've seen on a previous occasion. Your wife stayed there until the following morning. That van is the van of the owner of that property, and then your wife pulls out shortly after in her truck. Do you recognize that van?
Yes, I do.
And who's
It's
is that's the owner of that
she
van?
calls, that's her friend.
Okay. On this day, Bob,
Yes.
our detective observed your wife as she left her place of business once again. She returns to the residence and enters the home. A few hours later, they both exit, share a hug and a kiss in the driveway, and your wife begins to leave. But what I want you to notice, before she leaves, the gentleman sees that she has a flat. A little while later, he lends her his van, and she goes on her way. And that's the information that we were able to determine. As has been the pattern of on a number of days that we were able to observe her, she has left work and gone directly to the home of this gentleman. We have confirmed, and we have a detective that followed her this evening. She is at the home, again, of the same gentleman.
I see.
I'm going to call the detective right now and see if I can find out exactly what the status is.
Joey, where are you? All right, good deal. Now, right before you called me, the companion and suspect were unloading items from his van to her pickup. So what I want you to do is once you arrive, have Bob get out of the van and then begin unloading items from the pickup to the front yard. Now, at that time is when she's probably going to walk out and confront y'all. Just have the crew ready to go.
Okay, a couple more minutes and then we'll see you. All right. All right, bye.
Alpha team, move closer between the houses.
What you doing here? What you doing here?
Working.
What you working on?
Doing something.
Doing what?
Gordo.
No. I thought you were supposed to love me.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were supposed to love me.
Put my stuff back.
You never visit your friend, right?
Yes, I
Yes. Also, what you doing here? Tell me. Why you lie to me?
But don't do this.
No, why you lie to me?
Okay, this is embarrassing.
Well, of course it's embarrassing. This is not embarrassing. You are asking somebody.
Got some papers here to serve you, ma'am. All the information's right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are mentira. You lie to me. You hide. And you know you marry to me.
Yes, I do.
And so why are you doing this house?
Gordo, let me go.
No. What you doing here? Why you came?
We're talking there.
No, can you explain why you've been spending the night?
Why you spending the night
Spending the
here?
evening?
I don't spend the night.
Yes, you did. And what I have not done for you? Tell me. I bought a house for this family, so they will have their own rooms.
I don't want to put
I bought a car
I
for
don't
your
wanna
son.
put you embarrassing.
No.
You know what? You
Okay.
want me to explain here?
Yeah, explain me everything here.
That's embarrassing.
No, that's
for
no.
both.
This is embarrassing for me. You staying
And
in
for
somebody
me too.
else's house.
And for me too, it's embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing for you. It should be embarrassing before you come to this house.
Okay, please, let's go.
Are you prostituta?
Coming up next, the conclusion.
She is at the home of the same gentleman.
Got some papers here to serve you, ma'am. All the information's right there.
Are you prostituta? That's why you came here?
It's embarrassing. You know why? Because you put your name, but you never put your money.
Oh, yes. Right.
It's okay. That's okay.
I
Did he
put
not,
my
did
name.
he
I
not
never put my
sign
money.
for a car
Huh?
for your child?
Right?
Can't you move?
That's why you don't staying in that house?
Okay. Can you move?
A good friend of mine, Judge Maria, says, "Vámonos al grande," which is get to the point.
Okay.
He signed for a car for your
Get out.
son.
Let me go.
How is not?
Okay.
Well, he's trying to teach responsibility to someone, which
Right.
is something that I can't say you're doing very much of. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. If he has a guts, come outside. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. will pay the consequences. You will pay the consequences.
Okay, put the stuff.
No,
Put the stuff in.
you will pay the consequences. Never lie to nobody. Don't cheat. Don't hide. And that ass cheating. Don't be a stupid.
There are no more secrets. The cat's out. We know everything. Okay, well, if you have nothing to say, we can only conclude that the information that we have up to this point is correct. He's not coming out.
Let's break the door.
We don't want to break the law. We don't want to get you in trouble.
She was using me. Now I can think about it. I can start my future somewhere else. Not hang around the lady like her who cheating me, lying me, telling something else, making a stories, putting me down in the public. Oh, he do this, he do that, he argue, he drink, this and that, which is just nothing else she can prove to nobody. But only she can put me down as a lie.
After the confrontation, Bob reassesses the state of his affairs. Stay tuned as Cheaters discloses his final thoughts. But next, Cheaters welcomes back Chad Cash, a client who comes back to Cheaters to tell how his wife's affair changed his views on relationships.
Chad Cash, age 32. Chad comes forward to work out some demons about his experience on the show.
I couldn't believe how stupid I was to not see this coming. I did see it coming, but I think I saw it coming too late, and that's what's frustrating. I wish I had found out or started to suspect earlier, and I wouldn't have wasted so much time giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Chad, oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Gentlemen. All right, come on, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. Get in there, get in there.
She's tried to call me a couple of times since then, and still seems like she doesn't care. She just wants her stuff, and she wants to come by the house and get her stuff, and I don't answer the phone, and I don't have her stuff. I took all her stuff to a needy family.
What was your intent with this situation? I'm Joey Greco.
What is your business asking me my intent?
Well, Chad hired us because he didn't feel like you were being honest with him.
Because he's so self-centered and he wants the cameras. You think this is all funny? This is my life.
Centered.
Shut up!
Who's the one that's been
taking... You know.
Why don't you tell me? I'm open.
You're sorry. I'm sorry. You're sorry.
You're a whore.
I'm learning to deal with it. I'm learning to say, I forgive her, you know. Although when I say that, I don't forgive her, but I'm learning to say it, which is good, and I'm better.
All of you people, all of you.
You bum freak.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Come here.
Stop! Do not hurt him! Do not hurt him!
Take him and get out of here. Just get out! Get out!
I hope your rots off and that you develop a strange kind of weird cancer that... I'm not going to say that. I hope you have a happy life with your bald freak.
Bob Dhaliwal is in a way thankful the cheaters caught his wife. A reflective Bob admits he had thought in the back of his mind that his wife was using him to stay in the country. But Bob says, I guess love will always blind us to the faults of the ones we desire. With Bob's divorce almost finalized, he only hopes that these events will not negatively affect his or her children. The suspect, for the most part, is unapologetic about her behavior. She says, Bob had blinders on regarding the true status of our relationship. She implies that deep down, Bob knew that their marriage was a sham from the start. The suspect's companion could not be reached for comment.
Remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.